Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Hello everyone, Carrie here with the Unicorn Company podcast, and today we are looking at the metal Shadowhawk 2H miniature from Ironwind Metals. Now, just to let you know, I did get this through my sponsor, Fortress Miniatures and Games. If you do need anything for BattleTech, I highly recommend them. They're a great company to work with. They're a great company to buy from, and they're also the sponsors of Southern Assault every year. And Bobby, the owner, is a wonderful guy. So go ahead, check them out. It's fortressminiaturesandgames.com. Now, getting into the Shadowhawk. This is a metal Shadowhawk from Ironwind Miniatures. It retails for $14.36 at Fortress. I want to say they take 10 or 20% off. I don't remember off the top of my head. So Ironwind Metals, it's like 16 or 17. And this model is pretty much a carbon copy of the Shadowhawk it's a carbon copy of the plastic Shadowhawk. I can't remember which set it comes in. I want to say it's a Game of Armor Combat. So looking at the model, it does have some posability to it that the plastic one does not, obviously. The legs are both one piece, and the hip is a separate piece, I believe. Oh no, the leg, this leg and hip are one piece. This leg is separate. And then you have the dorsal gun or the shoulder gun and each arm. So it's not a overly complex miniature. Ironwind did learn from the whole thing with Project Phoenix, where you got like a little blister of parts and each arm was 2 to 3 pieces, and yeah, so Ironwind Metals is not repeating that, where they're doing this in multi-part limbs and all that. This is very basic, very well done. The miniature, I did have a Shadowhawk here recently for a commission. The Shadowhawk does scale well to the Shadowhawk that Catalyst puts out. And like I said, you do have some posability in there. Like I said, you got the one leg. This leg is locked in this position, but this one you can have here. You can put it into a walking pose. It's all up to you. The arms you can position however you want. And of course, the torso is the torso. They also do make I want to say 2 other variants of the Shadowhawk at Ironwind Metals. I know one of them is the 2HB, and I don't remember what the other one is. And you can get all 3 of them through Fortress Games and Miniatures. You can also get them through Ironwind Metals or whatever store that you prefer, but I highly recommend Fortress. Like I said, great to work with. As far as detail on this, the detail on this mech is really good. Like if you look on the inside of the leg there, you can see all the little panel lines and everything, and they're nice and deep. They take, when you do a wash, they take the wash very well. It's not like some of the older miniatures where there was just like super, super soft details. These are nice and crisp. Also, something else, I've had some people tell me that the plastic miniatures have like a rounded feel to the corners for edge highlighting. These corners are not rounded. They are nice and crisp and sharp. So if you prefer to have that sharp, crisp line on all the different parts, this is the way to go, is the metal miniatures. The plastics just don't cut it there, from what I've been told. I don't do edge highlighting. I'm a little bit more chaotic in my painting as far as my own models. But yeah, so this is pretty much what you're looking at for that Shadowhawk. And like I said, it retails for $14.36 at Fortress. It's like 17 in Ironwind Metals. And yeah, it's nice, highly detailed. And one of the rare mechs that I have on the actual metal base. Usually I use 3D printed or plastic bases, but yeah. So also one other thing, if you're using the metal bases, you're going to need to build up, you're going to need to build up the inside of that base usually has like a hollowish area to it, because they used to have the minis on they'd have like their own little pedestal they came on, or a little bit between the 2 feet to kind of allow room for that. You do not have that here. The miniature does not need that little bit of a divot. That's why I usually use plastic bases now. So you will need to fill that in if you're using the Ironwind Metals standard bases. I do believe they sell flat top bases that you can buy. It's kind of redundant, but they do sell blacktop bases. Those bases are pretty good. I don't think they're identical with the Catalyst ones, but I have to go back and check Ironwind and see if they're selling Catalyst style bases at this point. If they are, that would be really cool, because these do prefer to have a heavier base than the plastics, because you do have a lot of weight up here that you don't have with those. And also, if you're looking at something really that you can paint and do a lot of high detail work on, these are going to give you that, especially for the hard edges and stuff. Looking at the model itself, this one has minimal, if any, mold lines. Nope. Oh, there's one. There's one back here. It does kind of, I think I cleaned it up on the front. I didn't see it on the back. But yeah, so that is the Shadowhawk miniature. I do want to thank all my patrons for helping make it possible for me to get this here, and to get products for me to review for you. If you want to help support the podcast and the YouTube channel, then I recommend going to patreon.com/unicorn company. The money that you put towards that helps us get new equipment, helps us get new miniatures and terrain sets like this one back here that, so we can review those. Also, it helps us to go to events and cover those. The Patreon dollars that we've received so far have mostly gone into miniatures and terrain. So there is, but yeah, it helps us in a number of ways as far as being able to get this content out to you. So I thank you all very much for watching today. I hope you have a great day, great evening, great whatever it is where you are. This is Carrie signing off.
I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging, look deep within.